everyone, and welcome to our next Ascension Teachings Q&A. So this month, I'll be bringing forth Goddess Ishtar, and we are joined by some Patreon members. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, so Goddess Ishtar. I love her energy. She does have a bit of fire behind her, but a very loving fire. And I'm very excited to bring her through. I've actually got a pre-channeled message that I will actually read out for you before I'll bring her through for you. Okay, so here is the message. Dear ones, the breath of life flows from within you. The breath of life is ignited from the divine flame within. This divine flame is your connection to all life and all that is. Within this flame is a spark of fire, an energy that connects and empowers the divine feminine, an energy force that can be accessed by the divine feminine and divine masculine. This energy is manifested differently in each and harnessed uniquely. However, it is an energy that creates life, creates universes, and sustains the magnetism of the energies of the divine feminine. It is a current that is sourced from your internal divine power. This life force ignites your passions and propels you into a loving magnet of your desires and your heart's calling coming into reality. I am here to assist you connect with this divine feminine current, to empower and charge your lived experience with the creation fire within, and to assist you walk boldly into the leader paradigm of reality. Goddess Ishtar. All right, so that's Goddess Ishtar. So I'm going to go now into trance and bring her forth for you. Hi, my dear ones. It is Goddess Ishtar here. It is my absolute honor to be here today. Dear ones, do you know how powerful you are? Do you know how advanced you are? My dear ones, you have existed in these levels of amnesia in much timelines of your human existence. But this is the way the universe explores itself. This is how Source learns more about itself, because guess what? You are Source and you have the powers of the universe within you. But because of your human conditioning, you do not see and recognize and know about the full power of your being. But it is the time of great awakening, and as such, these clues, these frequencies, these technologies that are within your very essence, that is within your very being, is coming more to the forefront. It is being activated into your conscious awareness. You are starting to remember more of who you are. You are starting to realize how powerful you are and how powerful you are a God creator, because you are Source. Yes, my dear ones, you are the power that you seek, but you do not believe in it because of the conditionings from your human experience. It is time to awaken, my dear ones. There is a reason why you are here today, watching this, listening to this, participating in this session. It is your soul calling you home. It is your soul wanting to know more about who you truly are, my dear ones. The power of source, the power of all that is, runs through your very veins. It is ignited within your heart center, and it is through technologies of, we would say, love frequencies and the frequencies of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, which unites you and the aspects of duality into a oneness remembrance, into your being state of a human expression of source. My dear ones, do you want to know what this power is? First, my dear ones, the power is within you. Recognize this. Recognize that you are worthy of this power. Recognize that you are powerful in love, my dear ones. Power. You have been conditioned that power is something that is in the ego mind, that it is power over. My dear one, you've been conditioned that to have the power means that there were others underneath. You see, it is a form of duality. It's a system that humanity has been linked to. It's a program that humanity has explored life through many timelines. But that power dynamic is shifting because you as a collective are remembering more of your oneness state. And this is why the divine feminine and divine masculine, which is manifested in duality, which you see in front of you as not only the female and the males, but also states of consciousness, is all manifested in frequency and vibration that assists in the creativity, that assists in the expression of the human race. And these powers lay within you. For much of the human timelines, the concept of divine masculine and divine feminine has been, we would say, used to have power over. And this is why you hear so much about the rise of the divine feminine, because there's been certain, we would say, frequencies, certain programs that is linked to the divine feminine. And we are, when I say this, I'm not saying the physical men. It is a state of consciousness. And we would say that divine feminine, the nurturing of your power within, the softness, the vulnerability, the intuitive, innate psychic abilities that you all have, the nurturing, the caring, the giving, oneness in action. These qualities of the divine feminine is coming more online, and this is why you're seeing the rise of it, you see. But my dear ones, it has been a dualistic system in our human timelines, and this is why you've noticed there has been more of a manifestation in your physical realities that more favors the divine masculine. But it's supposed to be this way. It is a dualistic catalyst that assists you and the collective to turn inwards, to say enough is enough, and to realize that you do have the power and you will not be silenced anymore in your power, my dear ones. Yes, you all have the power and you all equally have the power. It is about remembering your powerful innate state, my dear ones. So what are these energies? These energies are within you. Divine feminine is living in the heart space. Divine masculine was living in the ego mind. My dear one, see past the physical manifestation of this. It is about living in the heart space. Divine masculine is called even more to live in the heart space, to be more vulnerable. And the divine feminine have also been called to lead in the heart center. Qualities that perhaps were traditionally in the divine masculine are now being called to embrace this. Can't you see? It is a unison of both qualities, divine masculine and divine masculine. it is a uniting of these frequencies, because these are dimensions of duality, and you are in fact oneness. So it's about embracing your power. Many of you in the Divine Feminine Collective have felt disempowered to step forward, disempowered to lead, my dear ones. It is now time to step forward in your power. And for the Divine Masculine Collective, it is about stepping forth in your power from the heart space, from being vulnerable, from tapping into your innate powers within you, not in the ego mind, my dear one. And both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine have qualities of each, and it is about uniting these qualities within you. So the rise of the Divine Feminine, it is calling you to lead in the heart center. This energy, this force, this creative force that Divine Feminine has is in your very veins. Can you feel it? Whenever you feel this empowerment, that is the energy. It is the energy of creation. It is the energy of source. This energy creates worlds and creates universes. You are source manifested. Can you allow yourself to be in softness, but also lead from the heart center in strength? To be vulnerable. You have been conditioned that vulnerability is weakness. This is where true leadership now comes from in the new paradigm of the Great Awakening. Can you bring it down into your heart space? Can you open your heart center? Can you feel all the emotions and embrace all the emotions and use this to empower your life? Can you listen to the voice within? Can you be brave and step forward in your leadership? Step forward in your power, embracing all of who you are. You all have these abilities, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine in unison, working together, uniting to create further oneness dimensions. It is in your heart space. It is through frequencies of love where you discover this power. It is a fire, a divine flame that lies within your heart center. When you go inwards, connect to this fire. It is ever burning within you. It helps to resolve the resistance within you and helps you to step forward in your power. It is a creative energy force. Some of you may shy away from this power because you've been conditioned to feel this power means that you might be seen as better than others. You might think people will judge you. Who am I to have this power? Who am I to have this voice? Will people listen to me if I have this voice? Will I lose the Divine Feminine qualities if I step forward into this power? But that's what Divine Feminine is, and Divine Masculine. It's being vulnerable. It's not about power over. Everyone is equal in this game of expansion. And these energies are within you. Dear ones. Let's do an exercise before we begin and get into your questions here today, my dear ones. Close your eyes. Imagine there is a golden flame in your heart center. Feel it burning there. Feel the lightness of it. And feel the power of it. What do you feel? What are your natural senses? What are your perceptions to the flame? What emotions does it elicit for you? Everyone is different in this. There is no wrong or right answer here. It is just a key for you to have awareness of where you are in stepping forward in this flame within your life. Does this flame empower you? Are you even able to connect to this flame? Or does this flame make you want to retreat? Are you scared of this flame? What are your reactions to it? This is your key. This is a clue for you. Do you feel safe in the flame? What's the temperature? How do you feel? Open your senses here. Now envision yourself projected into this flame within your heart center. And with the projected self within this heart flame, the divine flame, that projected self standing there surrounded by this flame, open your heart further. Surrender to this flame. Allow this golden light, divine, eternal flame. Allow it into your form, into all aspects of your being. Yes, it's powerful, but you are powerful. Feel it filling up your heart space. Allow it to fill your entire being. Allow it to empower you on every level. Now sense that the flame has totally engulfed your entire being, and you are this divine flame. You are this eternal flame, and you are one. Now turn the focus now into the heart space once again. What is your sensations there? Try to sense the power that is there. This power will be felt differently for both divine masculine and the divine feminine collectives. Do you feel the power? What's coming up for you? Is it worthiness? Lack of worthiness? Is it your sense of self? Do you feel powerful or do you feel powerless? If you feel unworthy, if you feel powerless, this is your limiting beliefs here. And this is something for you to address. Remind yourself that you are powerful. Remind yourself that you are worthy and that you are worthy of power. This is your divine flame. Within this divine flame, this is where true courage, stepping forward, using your voice, comes from the heart center. It is okay to feel strength and power. That is a sign of strength, to be vulnerable in your strength. Can't you see the difference? Strength from the heart center is different from strength in the ego mind. It is a leading from the heart center. It is a power force from the heart center. It will call you to action. Are you ready to hear the call? Dear ones. Take a deep breath in. Return to the heart space. Focus on the bottom of your feet. Imagine the roots going down from the bottom of your feet into Mother Gaia. Feel her grounding energy in the bottom of your feet. Allow this energy exchange to take place. As the energy is being given back to you, as you appreciate Mother Gaia, as you are Gaia, as you send her your love, she sends back her love, for you are one. Allow her energies to ground you from your feet. Thank yourself, thank Gaia for this interaction. Take your focus on your heart center. Take a deep grounding breath. And with every breath, sense the power growing within your heart space, the sense of power, a sense of worthiness. And when you are ready, when you feel centered, open your eyes. How was that exercise for you, dear ones?
Good.
Would anyone like to comment on the call today about your experiences? Maybe not.
It was very powerful. I feel very ungrounded and like we were never separate from this power, that it's truly just who we are.
It is an innate power within you. And yes, it will be felt differently, and it will ask for different, we would say, tasks for that in the divine feminine and divine masculine. But it is all bringing you home to love. It is all bringing you home to your divine power. It is about living in your heart space, leading from the heart space, expressing your power and your truth from your heart space. Can you feel it? Can you feel this power running through your entire being? This is who you truly are. You've been conditioned not to embrace this power. It is time to embrace it, dear ones. In love. You don't have to be scared of power. If you lead and you express your power from your heart space, this is what creates worlds. This is what creates your reality to be manifested in accordance to what you came to explore here, in accordance to your passions, in accordance to your purpose. It is a very powerful creative force that you all have within you. It is time to stop seeing yourself as unworthy beings. You are divine. You are powerful. You are Gaia. You have this internal energy force within you as a divine spark of source. Yet you are also manifested in physical form as expressions of Gaia. You can access both power sources here for your expansion. So experiment with this divine flame. It is your power source. It is here where you tap into your power. It is a technology, this divine flame within. Continue with these visualizations whenever you can. Whenever you feel a sense of powerlessness, repeat this exercise. Imagine the flame. Feel the power growing within you. You are not, we would say, creating the power. You are not creating the flame. This is already existing within you. You've just, we would say, been conditioned to forget this power resides within you. It's time to awaken to your power. Are you ready? I know you are. And you're worthy of it. Allow me to validate to you that you are ready. It is a time of great awakening, and it's time for you all to step into your power. Do you hear the call? It is time. It is with love that I come through today. And it is with love that unites you and your world and all that is. It is about loving all aspects of you. It is about embracing all aspects of you in love and acceptance. Be in the present moment and lead from the heart center. Live in the heart center. Vibrate from the heart center. This is your compass. Your heart is your compass. It's no longer here. You have been conditioned to control your reality, to react, to speak from here, from your ego mind. Drop it down into your heart space, and you know by speaking, by acting, by living in your heart space, you'll be speaking your highest truth. You'll be leading from a space of the highest truth, the true powerful creative force manifested in love. Love is powerful, and power is love. It's just your notion of what is power. Power is love. True power ignites from the heart space, dear ones. Are you ready to step into your leadership? You are all leaders. Leaders in your life, and many of you are leaders for others. For you are the light workers and the way showers. Those of you who are drawn to such teachings and drawn to this session that Kimberley has brought forth. It's time, dear ones. Welcome. Dear ones, do you have any questions today? What would you like to discuss about?
Hi, Ishtar.
Hello, dear one.
Thank you for being here. The first question is from Isabel, and she asks, so Isabel would like to know about portals and the different functions they have.
Well, portals, interesting word. Portals are dimensions. They are access points to your dimensional existence. And these portals can be experienced in your physical, we would say, in your physical reality. For those of you who are sensitive to it, for those who have this purpose in their soul contracts, but they exist all around you. But know that your perception of what is around you is actually within you. So all these portals to all your multidimensional experiences are actually within you. What the exercise we just did today, dear ones. The golden flame is a portal to the power within, to the divine feminine energies within. And equilibrium effects by balancing divine masculine and divine feminine. This in itself is a portal. It is a dimension, access point to go inwards. So there are many different types of dimensions, many types of functions, we would say. But all you need to concern yourself about is the portals in your heart center. And once you can access that, those dimensions, then you will be able to access further portals and dimensions. Mighty ones. So, you, for instance, you are living in multidimensional reality. You are living here in many different lives at once. And yes, you can access these multidimensional lives by these portals. They are within certain, we would say, dimensional gates. We would call it a dimensional vortex, we would say, as you reside in the multidimensional reality. We would say between each dimension holds a magnetic frequency. It is a vortex. And this is actually where you experience your ascension symptoms. You have named it. While you are ready to expand to another dimension, you go through this vortex, and this is this magnetic frequency. This is what pulls out and alchemizes programs that no longer is needed. And this is why many of you who are sensitive have certain symptoms. And then you will notice that after a certain period of time, you experience yourself in a whole new dimension. So your portal is there. So this is one example of portals in the dimensional vortex. When you're ready to shift to higher dimensions, you are accessing a portal there. The vortex it's a gate, and in there is a what you call as a portal. There is a portal to access, your brothers and sisters in many different ways. Your brothers and sisters who have transitioned from this world, who now reside in non-physical. They contact you all the time through these portals, through these dimensions. Some of you are more sensitive to it. Some of you can see them entering these portals. You might even be able to see them in your eyesight in front of you, some of you who are sensitive. You are just able to be sensitive to these portals. They all exist around you, these dimensions. But if you do not experience them, that it's okay. It just means it's not part of your soul contracts to explore them in this way. My dear one, yes, many of you are familiar with certain portals on certain specific locations on your earth. This is a manifestation of the portals within. Everything you see external to you are portals within you. You do not have to physically go there. You can access them from within. This is oneness. But because you are attached to duality, you perhaps can understand these portals more in a logical sense when you experience them on a physical location, let's just say. And this is why this is manifested still in your reality. And this is why there is still truth to you, because this is a program that is still within the human collective consciousness. Dear ones, know that all of the universe, all of the portals, all of dimensions, all that is within you. If you believe it. If you believe you are that powerful, do you believe it? So yes, you will find these in your external environment. You'll find them around, say, aspects of Gaia, connecting to the elemental kingdom in your terminology. Portals that you see in your night sky that exists within space and time, allows you to connect to all the universes. But just know they are within you. If you make the intention, you can imprint this and you can access the gateway of those dimensions within you, those portals within you. Dear one, they are all there within you. But the gateway to all the dimensions within you is through the heart space. This is the most powerful dimension of the human expression. And it is the portal to your oneness state in this life and in all other lives. Once you can access your heart center, explore dimensions within your heart center, you are affecting your multidimensional lives. And it is here where you can explore your multidimensional lives. But you're already doing that. You're just not aware of it. What happens when you sleep? You visit these lives. Some of you remember them, some of you do not. When you sleep, the ego mind, we would say, recalibrates and is able to be silent, and you go to non-physical and you access that portal. There's portals everywhere. You don't have to be caught up with definitions of portals. Just know that these are gateways to more of who you are, and these gateways are within you via your heart center. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, there are a few more from the members. The next one is, can you describe us how you look? The reason I ask this, because you are depicted in so many different ways and attired by many historians and spiritual people on earth. I want to know, how would you want to be depicted?
Well, that just depends on what dimension you reside in. For you are multidimensional beings. And you would say a physical representation of my being, it's basically different depending on your vibration. So we would say, for the sake of this question, let's use the example of how Kimberley sees me. So even though I'm different to everybody, as Kimberley is aligned to love, as she is at a high vibration, she aligns to a higher version of my being. Can't you see? We are multidimensional. Even what you call the gods and the goddesses, we're all aspects of you, and we are also multidimensional. So as she's aligned to love, she is a match for this version of my existence, of the highest vibration, we would say. So I am love. Kimberley likes to refer to my energy and my presence as, we would say, tribal-like. It reminds Kimberley of the energies of Gaia, as she channels also Gaia. For her physical expression, she sees her as a strong woman. She sees her as a physical, obviously, expression that is a being not of human origin. She sees the nature of how I am expressed through her in a unique way, as Kimberley has these abilities. She sees myself with certain, we would say, in Kimberley's terminology, certain light markings on her face. Think of the movie Avatar. Let's just say that. She sees myself as certain codes, certain markings that filters out light. That light shines from these markings. She sees my eyes as somewhat different to the human eyes, as the lights are also bright, being lit up in the bright light. So this is how Kimberley sees my dimensional version that's coming through her. So know that many of you can see my presence in a different way. If you are attached to duality, if you are attached to a fear dimension, you might see me in a different way, in a different dimensional expression. You might experience me in a different dimensional expression. Can't you see? It all depends on your vibration, because we are all aspects of you. D1. Do you have any other questions?
Thank you. That's really cool. The next question is, are you a mirror? Why did you choose to be the goddess of war?
Well, there are many different timelines and many different dimensions, and we all expand just like you. So I no longer align to this goddess of war analogy. But there is a war for love. This is what the presence coming through in a love frequency stands for. It is not about fear. It is about being strong, being courageous for love. This is the representation. It is empowering the divine feminine, igniting your voices, igniting your purpose. It is about acting in a strong leadership sense, igniting that fire. In millennia, you have associated strong leaders as war. You've associated power, flames, as something that is warlike, we would say. There are many different stories, many different conditionings, many different versions, we would say, of history. Take history with a grain of salt, my dear ones. The people at the times who record those records were recording it in a state of that time. Timelines shift. Time expands. We expand. We are consciousness. We are you. So let go, not just notions of my label as Goddess Ishtar. Let go of all labels of all beings. We are you. We are love. If you are in love, then we are love. Can't you see? We assist you. We help to activate, and some of us help to catalyze you. Because we are you. And because we honor your frequency, we honor your vibration. Because the collective has moved more into oneness remembrance, because you are now embracing more of your power in love, then we come forth in a representation of that. Can't you see how it's all linked? So that energy, that strength you get from war, not in fighting, not in power over, but in the action of stepping forward, being courageous, that aspect in love, in power. It's a war for loving yourself. Does this answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Very beautifully answered.
Wonderful. What else would you like to discuss?
The next question is, how do beings get the title of goddess? What part or level of ascension do you have to reach to be called a goddess? I'm not challenging you. I want to learn and know.
Ooh, I sense the fire in this one. D1. Let go of these labels. For all intents and purposes, yes, Kimberley has called us these labels just for you, because all of you are attached to duality in some point. And because of this, we come through in these notions of external beings. But we want to allow you to remember oneness. So it is actually about dropping away these labels. Mighty One. It is fun for Kimberley, and it's fun for you to bring forth and for you to explore these unique frequencies of source. But in higher truth, we are oneness. We are all you. So the hierarchy is all linked to duality. These are stories within the illusion. Mighty One. It is the human who have named us goddesses, have labeled us. Can't you see? It is the humans who have labeled this. We are just source frequencies. Because you as a human, you as a collective throughout your timelines would like to put us in a state of hierarchy, like to label us and use this to make you feel like you are powerless and we are the powerful ones. Can't you see? These are limiting labels. And yes, we still come through in this way because Kimberley chooses it, because Kimberley finds this fun, engaging in these unique frequencies. But just know that we are you. We are one and we are love. There's no need to attach to any hierarchies on how they come about. Know that we are non-physical. Know that the certain hierarchies is all part of the human paradigm. We are just unique frequencies that come forth to reflect certain, we would say, nuances of teachings, nuances of life experience to assist you, because we are you. Can't you see? We are aspects of you. Yes, we would say there are certain beings that have unique passions because you're attached to duality. Kimberley can channel source right now and channel can channel the combination of all of us. But that might not be so much fun, will it? because you like to explore these unique topics, these unique energies, because you are still attached to duality, dear one. Know that we are you and that we are love, that we are all equal because we are source. You are source. Can you see now? It is because you as a human collective can make more sense in external terms, in terms of duality. And this is why we come through in this external way. Because it makes more sense to you, because it allows you to tap more into this awareness, into this knowledge, because you have yet come to the realization, to the remembrance that all these words that we speak is already within you. All this wisdom, all this knowledge is within you. We are within you. We are one. We are an aspect of you, but because of the human programs, because of your ascension journey, you have not yet remembered this for yourself. So we are here to assist you into reminding you of this power and these abilities that are already within you. We know, we would say we do no longer have to come in a dimensional point, a dimensional expression where we honor your belief systems of power over. We are all equal. Because you are powerful. You've just been conditioned that we are at a higher frequency, at a higher caliber than you, more advanced than you. But in high truth, we are you. The energy that you feel with my presence, some of you who are sensitive, this is the power that's within you. We are all within you. For you are source. All the dimensions of you, all the aspects of you is within you. Can't you see how fun this game is of exploration? You are creative beings. You like to explore such dimensions. You like to explore such levels of the game here. And such illusions. We are you, my dear one. Start remembering that we are you. Our creation of titles, our creation of types of beings was created in a time when man was less evolved than you are now. You have evolved. You do not have to go into these reasons why man created us in the way that they created us. We are you. That is all you need to know, dear one, in love and light. Do you see, dear ones? Do you see how it is limiting to attach to our labels and into our creation stories? Because by attaching to creation stories, you can see yourself as less powerful than us. Can't you see? We are here to unite you, to remember your oneness state. This is our purpose coming through Kimberley, is to unite all aspects of you, to remember that you are loved, to remember that you are one, dear ones. Oh, what a wonderful question. Wonderful. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, the next question is, what do you feel about the situation in Syria now? Historically, you are associated with it. Could you tell us more about it? Are you helping it, or can you? We see no recovery in sight for Syria.
My dear one, it is again attaching to stories of my creation. My dear one, I am assisting all of you in all points of time, in all existences. No matter where you live on this earth plane and beyond this earth plane, I am a part of you. What happens in Pacific countries is happening for the evolution of those peoples in that country. What you perceive to be to be, we would say, disempowered people. Perhaps you see a country as being disempowered. It is all part of the soul contracts of those collectives who live there. So yes, there's been, we would say, stories tied to my existence in relations to this country. But know that I've also come through in many other countries in many timelines, but perhaps you maybe have named me as a different being. But I'm a source frequency just like you. And I've always existed to assist you in the collective to remember your true state. And yes, there were certain times when my presence was known in certain populations, we would say, because they needed that empowerment because of their soul purposes, we would say. And during those different timelines, there were certain collective soul contracts coming into play, and also unique soul contracts that is mingling in and aligning to these collective soul contracts. You have formed religions, you have formed different spiritual groups to assist you understand the natures of the universe, we would say. And we would say because you were not as evolved as you are now. The most expanded version of who you are is now. So live in the now. All your perceived history has now changed because there are dimensions that no longer exist in the present moment. If you focus on these past dimensions in this perception of frequency that existed in your perceived timelines, you are not living in your power. You are living in a different reality, because what happened then in those stories, it was a different reality. It is not the reality that now exists. Can't you see? You are expanding. You're expanding through dimensions. The collective has expanded so much that these stories no longer exist in truth, in the present now, in this dimension. Yes, there were aspects of higher truth in all stories, we would say. It does give you insight, and of course it can be fascinating and interesting to gauge in such stories because it gives you clues as to the vibration of the peoples at this time. So yes, it can be very interesting to explore this, but just know that the focus is in the present moment. This is your power. Your power is in the now, dear ones. And everything that occurs for Syria, that happens in all countries, is happening for a higher purpose. In higher truth, we would say that no country needs to be helped and no being needs to be helped because you are source and you are perfect. If it's in the soul contracts, such as the soul contracts of Kimberley, we are coming forth to assist you in this direct way of teaching the Ascension teachings through Kimberley, because it's part of Kimberley's soul contracts. And it's part of the light worker contracts for you to be activated at certain points of time during this great awakening with such teachings coming to your awareness to activate this remembrance within. Can't you see? There are purposes linked here, soul contracts linked here. It's in the present moment. We honor your curiosity, dear one. It is very interesting to explore such dimensions, such stories in your human history. But just know what is happening right now around the world is happening the way it's supposed to be, according to how those people chose to explore life there pre-birth. They chose to be born in Syria. You chose to be born where you are, where all of you are living right now, where you are born. You chose that pre-birth. You knew that you would explore certain conditions. You knew your country would explore certain conditions. That's how powerful you are. There were no victims here. It's only the perception of duality where you see victim mentality. And if it's part of their calling, then they will go inwards and they will search for answers. And this is where they become more empowered. It is one step at a time for the individuals involved and for the collective. It's all happening out of love, dear one. Can't you see that? Everything is happening out of love. It's about detaching and seeing things from a point of duality. Know that all is perfect. All timelines have shifted to reflect your oneness nature, to reflect the dimension where you are now residing in. Dear ones. Wonderful. Do you have any other questions?
Yes, the next question is, how can we harness your power / your energies to bring about abundance and changes in our status and fortune?
Well, the exercise we have gone through today is one exercise, is a technique to enhance this, because it increases your sense of self-worth, your sense of empowerment. And by doing this, you are able to then tap into more of the frequency of abundance. Because if you feel whole and complete and powerful, you are abundant. Abundant is more than money. Abundance is a frequency. It is your birthright. If you can align to the abundance of power within, the abundance of love, then you will see abundance manifested in your life in many different ways, including money. But money is just energy, and it aligns to your soul contracts, and it aligns to what you came to explore here. If it will assist you to step more forward into your power, if it allows you to build more of your soul purpose in manifested reality, then the money will come to you. If it is meant to come to you to assist you, it will come to you. If it is not meant to come to you, then it won't come to you. But it's about letting go of the resistance, trying to create something. You do not have to create anything. Abundance is already within you if you can allow it. If you can listen to the voice within. Steps to create more abundance and to manifest more power in your life is already there within, but you have to believe you're worthy of it. And have to know that others will hear your voice, that you have important things to say, that you have important things to share. Believe in your worth. Believe in your power. Trust the process. Surrender to the process. Surrender to the universe. That is aligned to connecting to your heart center and being vulnerable. Let go of trying to reach something. You don't have to reach for anything because it's already within you. It's about letting go and peeling back the layers of resistance, peeling back the layers of amnesia. And by doing that, by taking off the layers of control that you've put on yourself and in your life, the abundance will be revealed to you. Once you can be fully brave and go inwards and connect with your power
I'm
from
at work
the
and I
heart
can't go
space.
home. What's wrong with you?
Once you can do that, once you can connect to your heart space and believe in your power, you will receive the guidance. You will receive the guidance in action steps. And they might be scary. It might ask you to step more forward into your power, choose more of your voice. There is a divine time in all things. It may not happen overnight, but you will receive this guidance if you can be in the portal, in the dimension of your heart space, in the present moment. The present moment, in combination with the dimension of your heart space, works in unison together to tap into the power of you, the power of the universe. It is in the present moment where you receive the guidance to take the action steps. You can call this You can label this in any way that you want, dear one. You can label it as your inner self, your higher self, your spirit guides, the source, the universe, the God. It does not matter because it's all source. It is, in high truth, it's you leading you every step of the way. That's how much power you have. Recognize your power, dear one. Your life will magically unfold beyond your human comprehension if you surrender to it. If you surrender to yourself being vulnerable. Can you do that? Can you be vulnerable in your heart space? Can you recognize your worth in all aspects of you, all your shadows and your light? Can you forgive all aspects of you, all dimensions of your perceived past? Can you let go of the resistance in your life? Let go of the sense of control and surrender to your purpose. Can you surrender in the unknown? Can you use your voice, lead from the heart center and lead from the unknown? Not knowing what results will come, not knowing how your reality will look. Yes, it might be scary, but this is where your power is the power of vulnerability. Trusting the inner voice, leading from the heart space, speaking from the heart space, existing from the heart space. This is where your power lies, and connecting to the divine flame within. Dear ones, can you see these techniques are available to you? Are these available? Are these techniques you think you can do, dear ones?
Yes, can do, but it's definitely takes a lot of practice to be able to do something like this, to align to your true vibration, to your heart center, to allow abundance to flow in every aspect of your life. To feel abundance. I think that the thing is to be able to feel abundance, to think abundance, and to feel it as well.
Yes. Abundance is your innate state of being, connecting to the wholeness of you within your heart space, feeling that power. If you can feel that power, that ripples throughout all the other dimensions within you from your heart space. If you can feel powerful as a side effect, you also feel abundant. You also feel loved. You also feel worthy. Can't you see how by you tapping into the power from the heart space, that ripples out throughout all the other aspects of your life? You have to know you are worthy of power. You are worthy of power. You're worthy of love and you're worthy of abundance. It is your birthright.
Yes, absolutely. I've got to work more on feeling abundance in an aspect of life where I already feel abundance in, and harness more of that and take that to other aspects like money or something else. But I've really got to dig deep and find what do I already have more of in my life already, and be grateful for it, and look at how I harness that vibration and, you know, take that and mirror it into all other aspects of my life.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is my pleasure. Abundance is already in your life. You can use this technique. See what is abundant in your life already. Everyone is abundant. Perhaps you are not seeing the abundance in your life. Do you have food on your table? Do you have a roof over your head? Well, you are truly abundant if you have this. There are many people on the earth's plane that do not have this. Can't you see how abundant you are? You can practice appreciation. Gratitude is a frequency of love. It is a technology, a human technology that assists you to connect further into the portal of your heart center. But to feel worthy, to feel powerful, connect to the power within you. It is, we would say, an activator of the divine feminine. By you tapping into the power within you, you activate more of the aspects of the divine masculine also, that helps you to unite more into oneness. You're exposed to exist with a unison of both. It is time of great awakening, and you are moving more into dimensions of oneness. So this is a call that you have all wanted to explore in this time of great awakening. It's part of the collective soul contracts. And this is why you are going through many shifts. And this is why there are many different sensations and feelings occurring within you that perhaps you did not feel before within you. This is why. It's about embracing all aspects, because all aspects means you are uniting more of who you are into oneness. Dear ones. Wonderful. Do you have any other questions?
Yes. Can Ishtar help us recognize within us the unconditional big love that comes with the recognition of oneness?
My dear one, you want to recognize unconditional love. It is again in the heart space. Unconditional love is accepting everything in your life experience. Unconditional love is accepting all aspects of you and everything in your reality, even things that may seem as unwanted. If you can accept them and appreciate them, then you are aligning to unconditional love. It is a love of source. It is a love of your divine energy. It is beyond any human sense of love. It is a love in, we would say, in a remembrance of your conscious awareness that you are in fact divine, that you are in fact powerful, that you are in fact the God creator. This is how you unite duality into oneness. It is through acceptance. It is a technology. Love, frequency of love is a technology to unite duality into oneness. Once you can change your perspectives on fear and duality, experiences and aspects of you in your reality, you are creating we would say, an alchemizing reaction in the frequency of who you are, in your unique frequency of who you are. And by doing that, you are uniting these dimensions within you. It is a form of neutrality, but then in the human experience, if you can accept and see how it is all for you, going beyond the state of neutrality, you can then tap into unconditional love, which is who you are. It is different from the frequencies of love and fear. It is beyond this. It is unconditional acceptance for everything, for all dimensions in your life. This is a very powerful creation. And this is how you go deeper into the portal of your heart center. This is how you can let go of the resistance in your life. It is a very powerful technology of the human existence. Unconditional love. It's acceptance. What can you accept in your life? What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you unconditionally love yourself? Can you love and accept all aspects of you? Is there something you want to change within yourself? Is there something you want to change in your reality? Is there something you want to change within others? What's the judgment there? The judgment is something to be addressed. If there is judgment, if there is a sense of wanting to control something, then that is a dimension of duality. It is not wrong. It is a creative force. It is a creative force for the human collective. Utilize it, harness it. But if you can accept it, you don't have to understand it. You don't have to agree with something. But if you can accept it, you let go of the resistance and you unite these aspects of the experience, which is aspects of you, aspects of another, into oneness. And if you can unite all aspects of your reality, of you, in you, as you, that oneness ripples out throughout all of the universe. That oneness affects the collective consciousness to expand into further dimensions. It affects those more closely around you. It also ripples out to affect your multidimensional experience. So all the different lives you are living, those lives also move more into oneness remembrance because of the action you took in this life, in this present moment. That is how powerful you are. Can't you see? You have the powers within you. This is how you create universes. It is uniting aspects within you. You are creating dimensions, universes by you doing this. You are God. You are source manifested. It's time for you to start remembering your worthiness. You have this power. Yes, certain exercises and certain concepts may be challenging for you to fully comprehend. We understand this. But allow these words to help activate more of the remembering that you can do this, that you have this power. All the words that we speak here today are words that is already within you. We are one. Accept everything. But most importantly, accept everything about you, because it is you. It is in all your reality that is reflection of within you. Can't you see? If you can unconditionally love yourself, if you can accept all aspects of yourself, your reality will reflect this. People around you will reflect this. The earth will reflect this. You create shifts in the collective consciousness. You assist the collective move more into oneness remembrance by you doing this act within yourself. Appreciate yourself. Many of you have shame because you've been conditioned to do that certain things were wrong, that maybe you have hurt people in the past and you have shame. Know that everything was happening for a higher reason. Let go of the shame. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Let go of the resistance in any means possible for you in your human comprehension. Everything is perfect. Everything happened and unfolded the way it's supposed to. So let it go, let it all go. Continue to focus on opening your heart center and surrendering to it. Surrendering to your life purpose. Recognize that whenever you are triggered, they are a mirror to you. They are showing you an aspect of you that you have not integrated and alchemized into oneness. It's just a game. Use appreciation, recognize and be thankful that the experience of this person is showing you an aspect of you, of your limiting beliefs, an aspect of your human programs that does not align to the powerful being that you are in this present moment. It is all for you, for all is you. Dear one, what a wonderful question. Dear ones. Is there any other questions before we finish here today?
Yes. Can Ishtar open my clairvoyance and confidence so that I can start channeling?
It is about going inwards. If you're meant to have certain abilities, they will come online when you're ready. Connect to the flame within. Connect to the power. By you connecting to the power within, by you aligning to this feeling of being powerful, you are declaring to yourself, you are declaring to the universe that you are ready to remember your abilities. Can't you see the connection? To have powerful abilities manifested in your reality, you need to believe that you are powerful and that you are worthy of being powerful. Can't you see the link here? And yes, you might perceive that you are powerful, but not powerful in other things because of what society judges of what is powerful, what is good, what is bad. Can't you see? There are conditions. So let go of the conditions. Unlearn these conditions. Know that you are powerful in every aspect of your life, not just in one aspect. Yes, it might not be manifested to certain, we would say, levels of others, but this is why you do not compare yourself with others. It is powerful in your unique expression. It is powerful in your own frequency. As a God creator, you are powerful in everything that you do. The innate power is within you. So yes, connect to the power within, and that power will activate your divine blueprint. That divine blueprint within you releases these abilities into your conscious awareness. There are many different, we would say, programs associated with your divine blueprint that allows this releasement to come to your conscious awareness. It is when you're vibrationally ready. And to become vibrationally ready is to believe in your power. And there is a divine time in the human expression, in the human experience. So trust and be patient. Know that you are worthy of it. Even if it does not become manifested overnight, continue to remind yourself that you are worthy of being powerful and that you are ready. Declare that you are ready and you are powerful to have your powerful gifts come online into your present moment. You have to declare this within yourself by feeling powerful. If part of you does not feel worthy of power, does not feel worthy of abilities, how can these abilities come online for you? Can't you see? You have to be ready for them. You have to know you're ready for them. And then one step at a time, by listening to the guidance, no matter how subtle it is, they will come online. And these abilities will be harnessed or activated in accordance to what you came to explore here in this life. Not all of you wanted the array of full psychic abilities in your human terminology. Some of you only wanted certain abilities. But guess what? You are all psychic, if you would like to label it as psychic abilities. Yes, some people have more enhanced sensitivities because it's to do with their life purpose. So just trust, if you're meant to explore it, it'll come online or it'll become more fine-tuned when you are vibrationally ready. It's about letting go and allowing it to be released from within you. It's already within you, within your divine blueprint. And let go of the resistance because it might change and transform to something else that you cannot comprehend at this point. If you are locked into holding it in a certain perspective that it should look this way, it should appear this way, it should be presented this way, then you are limiting yourself from how it will be expressed from you. So let go of these limitations and just be and follow the guidance. You'll be guided to take an action, a creativity step that will be able to activate further these sensitivities, these abilities that you all have. Can't you see? You are guided every step of the way. So listen to the guidance. You are powerful. Dear ones. I love you dearly. Remember your worth. Remember your power. It is in the heart space, in the heart center, where you can feel your power, where you can express your power, when you can know that you are worthy of this power. Remind yourself of this. When you tap into this sense of power and the feeling of it, remind yourself, declare that you are worthy of it. Declare it so your mind systems in the limited mind from belief systems that you've held on to that limit you, so you can rewire those belief systems and to allow you to remember that you're worthy of it. If you drop it down in the heart center, this also connects here, and it helps to rewire your belief systems. Remind yourself, it's not just one thing to feel the power, but remind yourself, either verbally or mentally, tell yourself that you are worthy of this feeling. You are worthy of the power, for you are this power, and believe in it. You can imprint your own energy with your intentions, with your words. You are that powerful. Dear ones, my dear one, tap into your power within, the feeling of power, and everything will blossom from there. Your abilities, your confidence within yourself, confidence in your abilities. It is all linked to self-worth, can't you see? It is all linked to self-love.
No, I just picked my phone up because I didn't realize my little sister's birthday today. I kept going over the day.
Oops, someone forgot to mute their microphone, and that is also perfect. It is with love that we come through here today. Know that you are loved.
Hello,
and know that you're worthy. Until next time, farewell.